Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is Everquest Project 1999. And we're at another camp in Nektolus Forest. It's actually a very popular camp, probably more popular than the other two I showed you in this area. But to get you up to speed, let's talk about the last video. We were in Befallen. We had a kill-stealing dwarf come into our camp and take a mob from us, and then we go to get revenge and end up dying ourselves. So we we got to level 11 on our Dark Elf Necromancer, and right back to 10 in the same battle. So when you die, you lose your level. If you're close, if you're barely into the next level, you definitely lose your level. And we got down to like I still need half a bubble to get back to 11. So we lost like half a bubble at least of experience. So that kind of stinks. So I'm at this safe camp in Nektolus. It's pretty safe. A lot of people, very popular. It was open, so I decided to take a seat, put my pet up by the little stone there, and camp this little spot with three undead. Three undead mobs spawn around that stone with that symbol on it, and they're mostly zombies, which is good because zombies are blue mostly at level 10, and should be a pretty easy camp to get me back to 11, which you can see there. I need like a thumbnail of experience and I'll get there. So probably like 10 kills or so, maybe a little less to get there. Very overweight, like always. Um, and the good thing about this camp, I had 2 or 3 people come up to me and ask, "Are you camping this?" And I would say, "Yes, I am, but thank you for asking." And they would say, "No problem." And if I was going to leave this camp, I would probably end up sending that person a tell and saying, "Hey, I'm leaving that camp. If you want to come over here before I leave and sit down so you can take it next." I would probably do that since they asked instead of being a jerk and just taking stuff from me. That doesn't help anyone. That with that last video with the dwarf and everything, that doesn't help anything when you run in and just start stealing somebody's stuff. If you can work together and be nice to each other, because I was probably going to leave that camp as well pretty soon. So if he would have just come in and said, "Hey, are you camping this?" and then I would have said, "Yeah, but thank you for asking," and then he would have said, "No problem," and I would have sent him a tell when I was ready to camp or log off or go somewhere else, and I would say, "Hey, I'm about done here. If you want to take over." And instead of you catch more flies with honey. But how do you get to this camp? Well, it's kind of the same thing as the halfling camp. Not the same thing, but it's if you go like you're going to the halfling camp. All right, so let's start all the way over. You're leaving Nariak, the city of Nariak, as your dark elf necromancer or whatever class you are. You're following the right wall. You follow the right wall. I think it's a little bit easier to get to this camp if you follow the right wall. All right, like you pass the halfling camp, you pass the lava storm. First of all, the lava storm zone tunnel line area with the guard and the rock and the path. You pass that, you get to the halfling camp. You pass that too. You get to the water. There's water. You don't go swimming across the water because you're a low level and you can't swim very well. So you instead of swimming through the water, you take a left, you run alongside the water until you get to the bridge. Then there's a bridge with guards on it, dark elf guards. You cross the bridge. There's a path right after that. You follow the path. The path that will kind of branch, and instead of going to the right, you go straight. If you go to the right, it's kind of weird. Like the path just ends, and then there's like I saw like a little valley with a shadow man in it, and it was red to me, so I didn't really want to go down there. But if you go straight, you'll go to the Eastern Common Lands zone line, and instead of going to the zone line, pass it, and you'll end up in this corner of the zone with this stone with the symbol on it, and 3 undeads that spawn here. And like I said, people are always here. I saw a shaman here before. I've seen necromancers here several times, and now I'm here. And as I was sitting here, multiple people come up to me and said, "Are you camping this?" And yeah, I was. I was trying to get my level 11 back, and I thought this would be a pretty easy way to do it. Um, a really safe way, not in a dungeon, not in a camp in a dungeon with people and trains and unpredictability. This is pretty predictable. There are 3 spawns. most of the time they're zombies. If it's not a zombie, it's a skeleton most of the time. And if it's not a skeleton or a zombie, it's a very rare thing because I probably killed all 3 of them like 30 times at least. And I only saw like 2 decaying skeletons that whole time. And I saw 1 lesser mummy, which was yellow to me. And I did try to fight it. As you see there as a zombie pops, he has a little battle axe. So 1 pops back there. 1 pops to the left of the stone there, and 1 pops kind of to the right by the tree. So there's 3 spawns. 1 right by the stone, 1 behind the stone, and then 1 at the tree over there to the right. So I'm gonna run up and help my pet by casting Ward Undead. So you want to try to do more than 50% of the damage. That way you get full experience. Because if you let your pet do like half the damage, he's gonna get some experience. And you don't want your pet getting experience because it's just gonna die. You're just gonna summon another pet. The pet doesn't level or anything like that. I think it stays the same level no matter what it does. So you don't want your pet getting experience. It's not that kind of pet. I think the pet stays the same strength, the same level from when you summon it. Like it's the same no matter what. Once you summon it, it can't like get experience and gain a level or anything. At least I don't think so. And yeah, so you need to help your pet unless you're like totally AFK, which is another way to do it because your pet will. If you tell your pet to stand there and guard, he will keep attacking that zombie that spawns there right next to the stone. But you could end up in a situation where there's 3 zombies attacking your pet, killing your pet, and then running over to attack you, and then you die while you're AFK. So be careful with that. I would make sure maybe watch your pet kill the whole camp by itself a few times before you actually do go AFK, or see what happens at least. See, does your pet only kill the 1 by the stone, and then the other 2 don't attack him, or do all 3 jump on him at the same time? I don't know. It depends, I think. Probably depends on your pet's level, where you have them standing, I don't know. Just depends. You have to. That's usually a good thing to do if you're trying to do an AFK grind where you're not even at your computer at all and your pet's just killing things, getting half experience. I would at least watch it a few times and make sure it's all going to go good before you actually go away and let it do it on its own. But I just considered that it is a green zombie, but it does give me experience, and it is blue a lot of the time, so that's a rare green zombie right there. Green meaning it's pretty easy to kill. It doesn't give as much experience, but it still does. As you see there, you gain experience. Even the skeletons, I think, were giving me experience 90-something% of the time. I think a 1 or 2 didn't give me experience, but I'm level 10. This is more like a level 9, level 8, up to level 10 spot. I don't think I'll be staying here. I don't think I'll be getting. I don't know. I might try to level 11 if I'm really just wanting to grind some experience very safely. But like I said, the lesser zombie did spawn 1 time and was yellow, and I tried to kill it and I got super close. It had like literally 1 HP left, but my pet doesn't have a magical weapon, so he can't hit the zombie. But I was using Ward Undead over and over and over, and I almost got it down. And it just killed me before I could kill it. And I feel like I could. Every time I die to something like that, I feel like I think of something I could have done to make the fight, go in my favor. Like I probably should have siphoned strength. I probably should have put on. There's a buff I have where I can put lifesteal on my weapon, and that might proc. I don't know if it does or doesn't since it's not a magical weapon, but it is a magical addition to my weapon, so that might proc every once in a while. I don't know. I was just thinking of ways that maybe I could have won that battle. But yeah. Kill Stealing Dwarf in the last video, and nice people that came up and asked if I was camping stuff in this video. So you see both sides of the spectrum in this game. Most of the time, it's not the Kill Stealing Dwarf. It's the other nice people that, ask if you're camping. That's what you get most of the time. I just wanted to show the Kill Stealer because that was crazy that even happened. But yeah, looking to do these videos almost every day, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out the audio. Hopefully we'll do even longer videos. I'm just practicing pretty much right now and getting these out as much as I can. And next time, maybe back in Befallen, maybe Eastern Commons Orc Camp, maybe the Oasis. We'll see, but probably something around this area. Nektolus, Eastern Commons, Befallen, or Oasis, something like that. So look forward to that. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining, it helps a lot. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.